Hey YouTube fragrance family, welcome to my winter top 20 niche list for the year 2015. These are my favorites from approximately November 2015 right up to March 2016. We actually still have today, the day that I'm shooting this video in April, we had a huge snowfall yesterday. We have lots of snow still here in April. Scary stuff, but this is what Canadian winters are like. They're long, and this is what my whole collection is built upon, these Canadian winters. So this is probably my most exciting fragrance top 20 list to build every single year, and you're gonna see this is the list that really changes quite a bit just because my collection is built like that. I've purchased a lot of fragrance built for cool weather. These Canadian winters, I can't have enough of, you know, really dark resinous fragrances, smoky fragrances, heavy woods, heavy spices. So you're gonna see a lot of that in this list. Of course, I still got the sweet tooth, so you're gonna see a couple sweet based fragrances here. Not too many, but anyway, really an interesting list. I hope you enjoy it. We have a new number one on this list this year. Number one last year was actually Mon Antiorio's Cuir, an absolute bomb of a fragrance, an animalic leather smoky fragrance. Oh, gorgeous. Probably her best creation in my own opinion. It still made the list this year, so we'll see where it slots at, but not number one. Number one this year is actually a new number one to the list. Never been number one on my winter list, but however, it has been number one on another list before that. So it is a stunner of a fragrance, and I can't wait to let you guys know which one that I wore the most this winter. So let's get into the list. We'll start it off with the newbie from the house of Christian Dior. Yep, this is one for my sweet tooth. This is Fève Délicieuse. I decided, you guys know I'm a huge fan of Tonka Impérial. I wanted to give Fève Délicieuse just a solid block of wearing this winter season. So Tonka Impérial didn't make the list, but Fève Délicieuse is really a good replacement of Tonka Impérial. It truly did fill the void of Tonka Impérial. It gave me that familiar sweetness to it. The familiar tonka bean. The tonka bean in here is very complex, just like Colognes. It kind of gives you that cherry, almond, among many other facets of the tonka bean. So it really shows you the true complexity of the note. A lot of tonka based fragrances don't really give you every facet. This one does, and so does Tonka Impérial. Tonka Impérial does it better though, but Dior came very close as a number two. If I didn't know about Tonka Impérial, Fève Délicieuse would be hands on the best tonka that I've smelt. Now it's easy to wear. I threw this on during the day, night. I can see this as a signature scent worthy fragrance. Dress it up, dress it down. It does have that classy feel to it, just like on Tonka Impérial. You can dress it up, down. Excellent release from Christian Dior. Fève Délicieuse at number 20 on my winter list. Now number 19, we're gonna go with the house of Amouage. Amouage. This one's a stunner. At number 19, Interlude, man, the blue bottle. Yes, nice to see this one in the list this year. I didn't make it last year. Amouage came strong this year, guys. We have 4 Amouage juices in this top 20, with another 3 biting at that number 20 spot. So I had several Amouages gunning for this list. 4 made it. It could have been 7. It could have been an Amouage fest. Interlude, going to the fragrance here, Interlude's a great incense-based scent. Has an excellent smoky aspect that you get from incense. It's got some spices, some herbs, some great woods in here. It's got an oud note, a softer yet daring amber note. I really like how they really blended this fragrance. Absolutely love Interlude. Every single time I wear this fragrance, I absolutely love it. This is for a cold, dark night. I love wearing it during the nighttime. At number 19. Now at number 18, ooh, the Barnyard effect is out. This is Montal's Oud Cuir d'Arabie. Now last year it made at number 8, so it slipped quite a bit, but still made the list, which is a tough feat on these lists. It's a challenging leather fragrance. It's darker. It's the darker, the smokier, the rougher the leather note, the better for me. That's how it goes for me. And this one has that kind of aspect. This blend is outstanding. The opening gives you a huge right hook of leather, oud, dirty, almost civet-like, animalic kind of tone. Once this dries down, it smooths out quite a bit, but that opening punch might knock you out. One of my favorites from the brand, Longevity and Projection, Multi-Like, huge. I wear this also usually at night. That's when I like to wear this fragrance. That'll be at number 18. At number 17, another newbie. I really wanted to try this Amouage in the winter. This one, a little tamer than the other ones on this list. This is Journeyman. Now, I'm happy to have this in my collection. I wanted to give it a good run for its money this winter. I came to expect that this one was great in this winter because we had kind of a lighter winter this year, but I think it's going to be more of a fall-based fragrance for me. This came off very easy to wear, almost signature scent worthy for the winter months. I had no problem wearing this one in the office or out at night. It actually had a softer touch to it. It's not as dark as Interlude or Epic or even the Dark Beast of Memoir Man. Very much a great blend of very dark notes and some actual softer notes. I really like how Amouage is kind of changing the way they're doing things recently. The tobacco and incense always work well with a little bit of pinch of pepper in this one. It's got some soft leather too, but it's very much balanced with juniper berries and neroli that really kind of give it signature scent worthy kind of a taste, I would say. The blend of Amouage always intrigues me, and this one is no slouch either. This has that kind of blend that always keeps me going to it and trying to figure out and dissect the scent. Can't wait to give this one a few more wearings next year. I really think if we do get a heavy winter next year, it probably won't make this list. It'll probably make the fall list more so than this one. But still, at number 17, did very well this year. Now at number 16, from the House of Le Labo, their Pepper Bomb. It's actually not a pepper bomb, but Poivre 23. Speaking about pepper, well, this one worked wonders this winter since it was a milder winter for us. Poivre shows why it's a standout in the Le Labo family of scents. I really think this is one of their better scents, to be quite honest. A great balance of black pepper with darker notes like labdanum and incense, and sweetened just enough with the vanilla. This one is absolutely signature scent worthy. It's also work scent applicable. It isn't really a bomb on my skin. I really like that. It was perfect for the office actually this year. I wore it quite a bit in the office. At number 15, let's take a smell. Yep, this is my Tuscan leather replacement. Clive Christian C. This replaced Tuscan leather for me in my top list. You probably haven't seen Tuscan leather in my list for a while now. It is very close to Tuscan leather off the top. Once we get into the dry down, C starts removing that sweetness and kind of goes darker than Tuscan leather, and I like that. That's my kind of scent. The lasting power is bomb. I wore this at work with just a few sprays, and then you can actually wear it at night with a little more sprays. It has that playfulness to it. You know how Tuscan leather has that fruity aspect. This one has it too in the opening, but it goes darker. I love that. Really, it was so easy to wear. I absolutely love these kind of scents now that I'm not, thinking about it. Can I wear it? No. I wore this at work, going out at night. It didn't really matter. This is a great one for a signature scent for the winter. Now number 14, from the House of Amouage. This one is Epic Juice indeed. This is Epic Man. This one, so, I don't know, nobody talks about, everybody talks about the newer Amouages. Epic it's just epic. If any other house would have made this scent, this would have been their #1 staple of a scent. Since it's an Amouage, it kind of gets lost in the sea of great fragrances. This house is absolutely outstanding. The new releases get more love and the older releases kind of get pushed back. Well, Epic should not get pushed back. You should not. It has the same kind of qualities that you're looking into, the memoirs, the interludes, the jubilations. Epic Man is one that really started it all for the heavy Amouages. Epic is quite simply one of my favorites from the house. Very wearable as an Amouage scent, but still has that familiar power, that masculine power that I'm looking in an Amouage fragrance. Great Amouage of a great mix of woods, greens, spices, oud, and incense. This thing is magic. So you heard it here first. If you are an Amouage fan and you have not smelled Epic, you are doing your nose a very bad thing. At number 13, Another amouage. This one's a dark one. Memoir Man. I love this juice. One of the darkest of the brand. Hard incense with wormwood, mint. I can still wear this during the day, night. Memoir Man is my Batman juice. This is what Batman would actually wear. This or Black Afghano, either or. This is the darkest of the dark here. At number 13. At number 12, we got Tom Ford's Amber Absolute. One of the best ambers in the game. I was surprised, yet actually very happy for all the fragrance heads out there that others could actually try this scent when Tom Ford re-released it. This one is, this is actually, I bought this way back when. This was the original 2007 release. And this stuff is truly a beast on my skin. I love it. This is in my Tom Ford top 5 of all time. Most likely. It has that raw amber. It's rich, it's sweet, it's thick, and it truly is a masterpiece from the house of Tom Ford. One of the best from his brand. I'd be hard pressed to take this out of my top 5 from the private blend line. At number 12. At number 11, it is a staple in my winter list. It was number 6 last year. It falls to number 11, but falls out of the top 10, but still excellent juice. The little black bottle, the little black juice, Black Afghano. After several years with Black Afghano, and you guys have been talking about this fragrance for years, it never gets old to me. The dark black juice is just so sublime. I haven't reviewed it yet for good reason. I just love testing this fragrance. I love wearing it. Longevity and projection off the Richter scale. If it's a color, I would give this, it would either be black or dark green. It's warm, it's rich, it has a beautiful woody aspect with almost a soil-like appeal, kind of dirty. The more I wear this, the more I fall in love with it. The best from Nasomatto by a landslide. And look, I got them all here. Duro, Pardon, Hindu Grass, Absinthe. Some of the best from the brand. They don't even cut close to what Black Afghano does on my skin. This thing is absolutely bonkers. I love it. At number 11. Now let's take a look at my top 10. And this is probably some of my best juices in my whole collection. You're not going to see too many newcomers creeping into this top 10. But let's take a look at it. At number 10 was number 15 last year. This is from the house of Kriegler. This thing kind of hit my sweet tooth here. This is Established Cognac. This one went up on my list this year. The caramel boozy apple was so easy to wear this winter. It was something I just threw on. You could almost call this my signature scent for the winter. Basically, it was very easy to wear. I wore this to work and at night. Really, it has that thick, syrupy scent to it. It felt thick. Think caramel, that just kind of warms you up and kind of gives you that gourmandish aspect, but not too childish, not too sweet. This is absolutely gorgeous at number 10. Now, talking about my sweet tooth, this hits it a little bit. This thing is complex as hell. At number 9, was number 7 last year. The best from the house of Histoire de Parfum. This is Abraham. If you have not gotten your nose on this and you have the same taste as me, this thing's gonna blow your socks off. It lost a few spots this year, but still one of my favorite amber-based scents on the market. Complexity is through the roof with this one. It's dark, it's sweet, it's animalic. It's just simply great. Still my favorite from the brand, easily worn in the winter months. Almost signature scent worthy, depending on your tolerance with animalic notes. But Arum is simply gorgeous at number 9. Now number 8, we're going to go with the House of Roja Dove. Again, I don't own too many Rojas, only 2. And this one, Amber Oud, makes its first appearance in a winter list. Now, Amber Oud, it did very well this year. I love wearing this one this year. It's not your typical rose oud based scent. This has complexity written all over it. Smoky, it has some sweetness, it has some florals. I believe this one would not be a staple for these Canadian winters. It's more of a spring and fall scent for me, but because our winter was actually a little warmer than usual, I could wear this more often, and that's why it cracked this top 10 list. Expect not to see it in the top 10 next year if we get a stronger winter, but still an excellent scent, and I wanted to give it spotlight because I wore it so much this winter. At number 8. Now number 7, our old number 1. Oh, still great. Could still be a number one on my list next year. This is Mona Diorio's Cuir. Her masterpiece, in my personal opinion, last year's number one, lost its spot to another smoky scent. So I'm kind of giving you guys a little hint. Yeah, and it's another daring scent too, because this one's very daring. This is this is by far the best from the House of Mona, in my opinion. This has been a staple in these top 20s since I actually bought this bottle. It never really squeaked out. Leather, lots of smoke, animalic touch to it. It's strong, it's daring. It's one of the best in the game, personally, for me. That, leather oud, Abraham, they all have that same kind of DNA to them that just makes me want to have more of those kind of scents. But this one at number 7, still a strong showing from Mona. At number 6, from the House of Christian Dior, was number 2 last year, leather oud. And I know a lot of you hate this stuff, but talking about daring scents with an animalic touch, leather oud, last year's number 2, overtakes last year's number 1, but could not crack the top 5 this year. This stuff goes and goes, and it's one of the best in the longevity and projection game. This is also the most daring scent Dior has ever done. For me, it shows the class of Dior with leather oud. Yeah, I'm talking classy, but also the rough and tumble side of Dior that you could see when they first released Fahrenheit years ago. So you can see the daring side of Dior kind of coming out with leather oud, and this one is, for the right person, you guys know, if you love it, you love it. If you hate it, you hate it. Leather oud is one of those that I absolutely love. At number 6. Now number 5 was number 5 last year. It didn't budge. It's still solid in the rotation. This is from Uncle Serge Fumeri Turk. Slowly took time to be one of my favorite tobacco-based scents on the market. Fumeri Turk was a slow love. It stayed at number 5 this year like last year, and it's highly deserved. Smoke, honey, patchouli, a great dryness to it when it gets attacked by these really cold winters. It just seems like the colder it is, Fumeri Turk just keeps pushing at number 5. A great one from Uncle Serge. Number 4, probably the priciest bottle in this whole list, from the House of Xerjoff, and this is the Lamborghini of the fragrance game, Xerjoff. Oh, I love this juice. Xerjoff released an excellent leather-based scent. At times, my favorite of all time. I really absolutely love this. If you ask me to pick one cool weather Xerjoff out of the whole line, there's a lot of good ones here. This could heavily be my number 1 choice. I don't think anything would even come close. Richwood, but just loves the winter. Richwood is more of a spring fall-like scent for me. It has that smoky leather appeal to the fragrance that I absolutely love. Again, I call it the Lamborghini of the fragrance game just because of the leather in it, the leather seats. Signature scent worthy, yes. Dress up, dress down, at work, or going to play at night. Number 4, Xerjoff can be signature scent for the cooler months. A gorgeous scent. At number 3, from the House of Slumber House. This one, a little cube of juice. This is like, this is really green, dark juice. This stuff I am trying to pinch my pennies just to keep this bottle. Norn, this replaced Black Afghano as my dark, gloomy scent. Anybody that smelled Norn knows what I'm talking about. Smoke, incense with pine is such an excellent blend, and I'm starting to love pine in my scents. This is when I want to be unique and I want to be daring and I'm going out at night. This is what I'm going to wear. And if I kind of want to get a rise out of people, yeah, that. I know the leather oud and Cuir from Mona Dior can get a bigger rise, but this one can get a rise out of people. This is my almost go-to for night out during the winter because it cuts the cold like a knife through hot. Now number 2 from Uncle Serge, Fille en Aiguille. This thing is amazing. At number 2, creeping up very slowly. It's almost like Fumeri Turk. It really is creeping up very slowly and might pick up that number 1 spot next year. It's going after it. Pine in this fragrance and in a lot of fragrances is such a daring and different wood than your run-of-the-mill, you know, your cedars, your sandalwood, your gaiac wood, etc., etc. I'm absolutely loving pine in fragrances. It's my favorite woody note at the moment. And many designers should actually go after pine and start making sense with it. I absolutely love the smell of it. And as you can tell, Norn and Fee are number 3 and 2 and have heavy pine in both scents. This isn't easier to wear than Norn, hence being number 2 on the list, because I can wear this one to work too. I absolutely love it. At number 2. Now number 1, my new number 1, smoke. That's all I can say. This fragrance is absolutely gorgeous. Again, this dark green, almost black-like juice, Black Tourmaline by Olivier Durbano. Smoke, smoke, and some more smoke for you. Black Tourmaline is no stranger to being number 1 on my list, making it on the fall list at number 1. The scent is dark. It's resinous with tons of smoke. It has a balsamic, oily quality. Think pear and olive from Slumber House, how it has like that olive oil-like feel. This one has that too, and it kind of makes it stand out a little more than my other smoky scents that only just have like a wood-like and a smoke-like scent. Tons of woods in here, and it has a little bit of black pepper to give it some edge. When wearing this, I feel like the king of the fragrance world, to be quite honest. I want to continue to keep this swept under the rug in the fragrance community, but I feel that Black Tourmaline will have its time. It's going to have its time someday. Until then, I'm going to continue to enjoy its beauty. One of the best kept secrets in the fragrance game. And I gotta admit that the past few years, this is one of my favorite scents. I gotta be honest with you guys, Black Tourmaline, one of my favorites. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed my top 20 niche for winter. Now let's get to spring.